Few people venture into this isolated and beautiful place that time has forgotten. The pioneers suddenly vanished, leaving their belongings behind. Redfield Canyon lies at the foot of the Galliera Mountains, which rise to over 7,500 feet from the valleys below. About 18 to 35 million years ago, active volcanoes formed the red rhyolite cliffs along Redfield Canyon and shaped many of the sky islands around the Gallieros. On a perfect fall weekend, a group of us drove the Jackson Cabin Road at first light and started our hike at the head of Swamp Springs Canyon. We took in two magnificent drainages, Swamp Springs and Redfield Canyons. We bushwhacked 5 miles down Swamp Springs to Redfield Canyon. Giant saguaro cactus of the Sonoran Desert flank Redfield Canyon, while huge Arizona sycamores, cypress trees, velvet ash, and Fremont cottonwoods form a lush riparian forest in the canyon bottoms. We continued our journey down Swamp Springs, enjoying the red rhyolite cliffs along the way. The hiking varied from arduous and rocky to relatively easy. At times, the canyon narrowed dramatically, pressed in by soaring and colorful cliffs, and immense boulders fallen from the cliffs and piled into the narrow gorge below. Flowing water and a riot of riparian vegetation contribute to a profound feeling of wonder and remoteness. In fact, one gets the impression of being in the bottom of something very deep indeed. No place to be during flood. Late in the afternoon on the first day, we came upon the Cliff House. It was built by a cowboy named Chick Logan. Chick worked as a cowboy gathering wild horses in Redfield Canyon in the 30s. He and his wife built a house into a cliff in 1936 there. It took 3 years to complete the house. The Logan family lived in the house for a short time, but it made a lasting impression on one of their sons, Frank Logan, who wrote a short novel, A Cave House Ranch, based on the family's experience in Redfield Canyon. Also during the 1930s, a young lady by the name of Hope Islin came to Arizona. She was a society girl in her time, a writer, and was rumored to have dated Fred Astaire. Although she was only in her 20s, she started buying up land around Redfield and also bought the house from the Logan family. She initially bought the place to raise horses and let them run wild. Hope got married, had a son, and lived in the house for over a decade. The BLM eventually made her stop running her horses, and the ranch became exclusively a cattle operation. It remains a hauntingly beautiful place today. The following day, we trekked up the steep slope above the cliff house and viewed the spectacular fall foliage of Redfield Canyon. We located the Sheepwash Trail, and after 6 hours, descended back into Redfield Canyon near Jackson Cabin. The infamous Redfield Spire pointed in the opposite direction in which we just trekked, as if to say, no, not that way. You'd be sorry if you did. We certainly weren't sorry. It was a remarkable and worthwhile trek into some of the most rugged and beautiful lands in Arizona.